Visual search is a graphical interface that allows patrons to narrow a search from a topic to subtopics, ultimately reaching search results. You can also create components that directly launch a search query or open a web page. Visual search comes with several levels of default search components. You can customize your visual search screen by modifying the default components or by creating new components. There is no limit to the number of components you can add to visual search. To customize your visual search, log into your Oasis. On the visual search page, you will see a link for Configure Visual Search. Clicking on this link brings you to the login page for setup. Once you have logged in, you are taken right to the Visual Search Setup page. This page is also accessible from the main setup page, after you've clicked on the Edit button for the installation you want to configure. The Visual Search button is in this list of features to configure. On the Visual Search configuration page, the components are identified with labels in parentheses indicating whether each component is a topic, a query, or a link. Components can be modified or deleted totally by choosing Modify or Delete in the drop-down menu. The components can also be rearranged by using the Move Left and Move Right choices in the drop-down menu for each component. To create new components, select the type of component you want to create at the bottom of the page. Create a topic component if you want to launch subtopics. Click on Create New Topic, and for the new topic, click on the drop-down menu and choose Modify. You will see the Topic Component Configuration dialog box. To add a new image at this window, click Browse, navigate to where you have a saved image, click Open, and then click Upload. If the image you want is included with Oasis, click on Application and scroll down to see and choose from the included images, or click on Installation and see and choose from images already uploaded. In the caption box, type the caption that will appear under the component. In the description box, type the description that will appear when the cursor points to the component. Click Save. You can choose a language for the caption and description of this component. You can create multiple captions and descriptions and images for each component to go along with the languages of the rest of the interface. In other words, if you know you have patrons who want or need the interface in a certain language, such as Spanish, then have a Spanish caption and description for each visual search component, as well as an English one. Click Save when finished. Create a query component if you want to launch a search query. I'm going to create a query here under the topic of picture books. Click on Create New Query. Click on the drop-down menu and choose Modify. You will see the Query Component Configuration dialog box. Most of the choices here are the same as what I just showed you for the topic component. Click Browse to navigate to a saved image. Click Open and Upload for the image. Fill in the caption and the description if you'd like. Then create the query for this component. The search options include most of the fields and subfields in a record, plus the Boolean operators. You can also be even more specific by putting the mark field and subfield in the box to the right of the dropdowns. For example, if I wanted to have a button that would allow someone to find just the picture books about dinosaurs, I could put 852 subfield H as the mark field and subfield to search for the classification in my library for picture books, and combine that with subject dinosaur using the truncation symbol to pull up both singular and plural forms of the word. Click Save when finished. You can see that my dinosaur query component is a subcomponent under picture books. Create a link component if you want to launch a web page. Click on Create New Link. Click on the drop-down menu and choose Modify. To add an image to your component, you can choose from the images in the application or already uploaded in the installation, or click Browse to navigate to a saved image, click Open and Upload. Fill in the caption and the description if you'd like. Then enter the URL of the web page you would like this button to open. Enter the full URL, including the protocol piece, the http:// Click Save. When you're finished making changes to your visual search, you'll want to go back to your Oasis to see your new components. If you're in the full setup, click on the Setup button at the top left, and then click on the name of the installation you're customizing. If you logged in directly to Visual Search Setup, then just close that window. If you're still logged into Oasis, click on Reload Visual Search to see the changes you've made. If you're opening a new Oasis session, you will see the changes. Test your new or modified components to make sure they look and work the way you expect. Here are some examples of how a few libraries have customized their visual search pages. Maybe this will give you some ideas about ways you can use this great feature.